Hi guys, for those of you who don't know, my name is Helen. I also go by Lenny and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my beautiful model here. We're going to be using the new Natasha Denona palette. This is a My Dream palette and it's truly dreamy, okay? I have my lovely model Courtney here. If you guys would like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with hair today. So we wanted a very soft beach curl kind of look. Okay, these are not going to be super tight curls, just something really soft and wavy. Her hair is naturally straight, so I had to work to get these curls, but they came out really lovely in the end. I just kind of pinned them up. We're going to just do a quick little 1-2. You guys can kind of watch me just curl the hair up the barrel of the iron, and we're just going to pin them up to get ready for this glam. Today, I am going to do something a little different. We don't have any products to show you guys, so I'm just going to talk you guys through today's glam. So we're going to start off first with eyebrows. I'm using the Morphe micro brow pencil in the shade Chocolate Mousse, and I'm just going to fill in her brows. She has a really lovely shape and I don't want anything super harsh. I'm just going to pencil them through, doing hair-like strokes all throughout the brow, and we're just going to fill them in very naturally. So to clean up Courtney's brows, I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario concealers along with the Born This Way concealers. So I used two shades. I used a darker one closer to the nose, and then I used a lighter concealer around the arch of the brow to keep it highlighted, okay? And then I'm going to go in with that darker concealer on top of her brows, and I wanted to use something that was not her foundation shade, which I normally do. I went in with something that was a little lighter so that way we can keep her brows bright and lifted, okay? I wanted them to actually pop on her skin, so I went with that concealer that was a little closer to her skin tone. Now I'm going in with the My Dream palette from Natasha Denona. I'm going to be using this brown shade, and I'm just going to kind of use it as her transition. I'm going to just buff it all over the lid, into the crease, and then I'm going in with this, it was a mauve like burgundy shade, and I'm just going to use that as her crease shade. I did not want to do something super neutral today. I wanted to kind of play with the palette, and they had this stunning shimmer shade that was like monochromatic, and it was pink in one way and then green in another. You guys will see her kind of like model that, like it literally changed colors, and the green in the shadow matched the green of her dress, so it came out really cute, guys. And then I'm going back in with that darker reddish shade, and I'm going to use that in the crease of her eyes, the outer corner crease. Okay, now to line up her lids or line up her lashes, I'm going to be using the Epic Ink liner. Y'all know how I love this. I'm using the black one. I'm just going to tight line her lashes. I'm not doing anything crazy, no wing liner. I just need a nice tight line so that way when I put on lashes, you do not see the lashes. Now I'm just going in with the NYX mechanical pencil in black to line her waterline, and then I'm going to use the Milk primer to prime her skin. I enjoy using this primer because I feel like the foundation really sticks to the skin, and I have zero complaints when it comes to my clients with their makeup lasting. So I love to use this primer because I know that it's going to give my clients a long lasting glam. Now for today's foundation, I am using a Dior Face and Body foundation. I do believe I'm using the shade 9 Neutral, and I'm just going to put this all over her face, okay? And when it initially went on, it looked really good, but as I go through editing this, I realized that it was a little darker on her skin. So thank God for highlight and contour, okay? And I don't believe I even did much contour on her today, so we're definitely going to see this come right back to life because I did feel like it kind of washed her out in a sense because it just was too dark. So we're gonna see how we like play with these colors. So it's gonna come out lovely. And I really enjoy this foundation, guys. It's new in my little kit. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the Makeup by Mario concealer. I'm just going to use this to highlight her face. Of course, you already know we're going to start underneath the eyes. I'll be putting this also along the chin, the cheeks, I'm sorry, the top of the lip, down the nose, and the forehead to highlight her face. I'm going to use the Milk setting spray. Okay, y'all, this little Hydro Grip setting spray, it is like the key to making my glams last. And I love to use both of the Milk primer and the setting spray together, and I use the setting spray only to blend out my concealer. I don't use it as a finish spray because for me it is almost a little too dewy, but I love using it in between my glams because I feel like this stuff helps my makeup blend. Okay, and like I told y'all, I have zero complaints when it comes to makeup lasting, and I feel like this is almost like my secret arsenal, so I'm sharing it with you guys, and I hope y'all take this tip. Use setting spray in between your glams, and I promise you it's literally going to elevate your makeup application. Now I'm going in with that Too Faced concealer. I told you guys I used two of them. I'm using the lighter shade here, and I'm just going to brighten her under eye. I didn't want anything super crazy. I'm probably going maybe 3 shades lighter than her foundation shade, her skin shade, and I'm just going to be using this in the inner corner of the eye and then blending it all the way through. And here I'm just doing a little bit of reverse contouring. I think I did probably peep that her foundation was a little too dark. And as you can see, it works as a perfect contour shade. So you can always turn it around for your good, guys. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place blushes, the liquid blushes. I do not know the shade, y'all, but it is that hot pink, and I'm just going to be popping this right on the cheeks and blending this in. Okay, we just want to make sure that we have a nice base for blush so that way it really pops when we put that powder blush later. Now to set her face, I am going in with the One Size loose powder and Sweet Honey. I'm just going to be pressing that into her skin and making sure that I'm setting it completely before we go in to bake. Okay, it is important to kind of do that first set lock-in. I find for me, when I do that, I don't run into the issues of having super powdered lines or having it really be super harsh, or ever have that cakey finish. Okay, I can bake without it being super dry or super cakey because I make sure I take my time and really press in the first time before I go in and bake. Okay, so here I'm just doing a little bit of bronzing. I used a little bit of that loose powder to kind of set the rest of her face, and then I'm going to go in with my bronzer palette from Morphe, and I'm just going to bronze the cheeks, the middle of her cheeks, and along her forehead. Really, guys, she has lovely skin, and I love doing deep dark models. I feel like they are just my comfort. So she was a great model to work with. So I'm going to be using now the contour shade just to kind of blend on her nose, and then I'm going to do a little bit of that reverse highlighting again with her powder. This time I am using the Laura Mercier deep, the dark or deep translucent, I'm sorry, the deep translucent powder from NARS. Laura Mercier, oh my gosh, I'm just twisting up everybody's products today, but that's what I'm going to be using to kind of reverse contour, and then I'm going to use it along the sides of her nose and along the high points of the cheek, and then I'm going to go in with the One Size Sweet Honey powder to really focus and brighten underneath her eye. Okay, this is just going to make sure that I keep her under eye bright when I'm baking, and I don't allow that Laura Mercier powder to kind of darken what I've already brightened. Now I'm going to just go ahead and smoke out that black under eye. I'm just using the black from the palette and I'm just smoking that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and dust away the powder, okay? Now applying some mascara to her lashes. I'm going to make sure that I apply this and really coat her lashes so that way they can look really fabulous when I apply her falsies, as I do here. Okay, and I used the lashes from my lash vendor. You already know I'm not switching up on the game. If y'all have lashes that I think are bomb, I'm willing to try them. But because I know that my lash vendor always comes through and she gives me amazing lashes, that's what I stick to. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blush her cheeks. I am using the KKAO Beauty blush palette. You guys know I love this palette. So I'm just going to be popping that on her cheeks. And like I told y'all, using that liquid is definitely what makes that powder blush really pop, okay? Now I'm just pressing in her under eye powder. And I use the same brush that I use for her blush because I find that it just helps blend everything together. So don't be afraid to use the same brush. Okay, especially my MUAs, you will save yourself time. Now I'm just going to be using some gel to kind of brush through her brows, using the Morphe lip liner and a Richie. I'm just going to line her lips because we're going to get ready for this lip combo, guys. Y'all see the angles, y'all see the positions, yes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just line her lips. Now I'm going to be using the liquid cream rouge lipsticks from Sephora. And I'm just going to pop that in the center and I'm going to use my lip brush to blend everything together. I always have my model kind of tap their lips together. It helps to just get the equal amount of product on top and bottom lip, making it a lot easier for me to kind of blend through. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now y'all gonna see the takedown of these curls. Okay, the curls looked gorgeous. They were perfect for what we wanted. We didn't want anything crazy. We just wanted a nice beach wave curl. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tidy up her hair, making sure that everything is seamless, laying down them baby hairs, making sure it's perfect. All right, now from here I place on that final gloss. Y'all know I use my Fenty Gloss Bomb. Yes, guys, and this is the final look. If you guys like this look, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your girl what else you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye.